Today, I built a working convertible helicopter inside Build a Boat for Treasure. With the capability of being both a boat and a helicopter, you can travel through the water and the air. This convertible hovercraft can take you anywhere throughout the Build a Boat map. You can even add a carrying system and take your friends with you. If you mobile players are wondering, this build is mobile friendly. We're getting so close to 40,000 subscribers, so if you enjoy, please check the subscribe button to see if you've subscribed. You can unsubscribe anytime later and it's completely free. Enjoy. Alright, so we're back inside of Build a Boat for Treasure, and right over here we have the convertible helicopter. So we're just gonna hop in and actually activate the boat mode. So right here it's actually in boat mode, and basically with this mode you guys can go into the water. You guys can just glide around inside the water, and you guys can basically go to anyone's plots with this build. And the cool thing about this build is that you can actually fly in the air also. So basically you can convert into a helicopter, and with the flick of a switch you guys can actually start converting into a helicopter, as you guys can see. And we brought along some friends, which you guys can also do by adding some seats onto this thing. So you guys can basically both go in the water and in the air. And this also uses a mechanic where you guys can also float above anything. Usually with the piston mechanics you guys wouldn't be able to float above these trees and such. And you guys can basically fly to anyone's plots and check out their builds. What is that monstrosity over there? But anyways, you guys could also try to make it to the end with this thing, and you guys can also float above all the stages because of this mechanic, and you'll be able to take people along with you. So other than friends, you guys can also kidnap other people from other plot. You guys can easily just convert back into boat mode. So anyways, you guys can hop back into boat mode with the flick of a switch, and as you guys can see, this little propeller is actually making us go forward, and this big propeller is reserved for the actual helicopter. Now the coolest thing about this build is actually the mechanics. So basically the propeller on the top actually moves forward in sync with the movements that you actually do. So when I press W on my PC, it actually moves forward just as the propeller would move forward in real life. It also moves backward when I go backward, so forward and backward when I actually control it. Now connected to the propellers is actually the handles. So basically when I move to the right, it's in sync with my movements, and as you guys can see, it moves to the right while moving the handle. The same goes to the left. So basically when I move to the left and right, it moves both the helicopter and the handle. So you can basically already tell that it's an advanced but yet simple build. This video was actually inspired by a gyroplane, which it looks like a guy actually created one of these things in his backyard, and he was like driving it in his lake. So anyways, you guys basically get the gist of how this thing works. It's just a fun little build that converts you into a helicopter when you're a boat. So you can both go in the water and go into the air. This little propeller also propels you in the air to go forward. We can basically just hover over anyone's build, and we could just hop right on top of them. Yes, and go ahead and convert back into boat mode, pick up a buddy, and you guys can go hop back into helicopter mode and fly off into the distance. So anyways, let's just get started with the tutorial. Alright, so starting out with the materials, you guys will be needing plastic, switches, wheels from the legacy card pack, balloons, a car seat, along with titanium and servos. For the tools, we'll be mainly using the screwdriver tool and the scale tool. So anyways, let's just get started. So starting out, make sure your merging level is on red, and then just go ahead and place the plastic block and use your scale tool and scale it up to 10 studs. If you don't know what studs are, and it's in the left middle right here, you guys just basically want to scale it up until 10, as you guys can see. After that, go ahead and place another plastic block on top of this plastic block and scale it out until 14 studs, and delete this bottom one right here. Now go ahead and put your rotate on 45 degrees, tilt one time, and place a block like so on this corner. Then go ahead and scale it in and scale in like so, and yeah, should have something like this. So now we're going to be placing your plastic block over here, so go 1, 2 like so. Then go ahead and put your scale to 0.5 and scale it all the way in and all the way up. Then put your scale into 1 and scale out until 4 studs like so. Do the same over here, so go ahead and go out one time this time. Put your scale into 0.5, scale in and then up, and scale until 4 studs like so. Then go ahead and place another plastic block over here. We're just going to be connecting this, so go ahead and scale it over here and just scale it onto the other side. Make sure it's a 2, 2, 2. Then just scale it all the way over here. Then go ahead and do the same thing with the tilt 45 degrees. Place the block right here, scale in, and scale in. After that, go ahead and place another plastic block right here. Scale onto the other side. Scale all the way up with 0.5, like so. Put your scale back to 1 and scale until 3 studs, like so. After that, go ahead and place a plastic block on top of here. Then we're just going to scale it until here, like this. Put your scale into 0.5 and scale in one time on each side. Then 0.2 and scale in one time on each side. Then put your scale back to 0.5, scale down one time and scale all the way down. Then just connect the parts like so. And we're just going to connect this part right here. There we go. After that, go ahead and get a servo. You guys are just going to place it over here. Make sure your rotate's on 90 degrees. Then go ahead and place it right here like so. Make sure a little bit is sticking out right here. Then go ahead and place a plastic block on top of here and then scale it 1 time up like so. Now just set your scale to 0.5 and we're just going to scale in like so and scale in over here like this. Then set your scale to 0.2. We're going to scale in 1 time, then all the way in. And over here, we're just going to go 1, 2, 1, 2 like so. After that, go ahead and get a servo and we're just going to be facing up like this. Just going to place it right here. After that, go ahead and place a plastic block right here. We're just going to scale this a little down like this with 0.2. So there's a gap right here. Then just scale this block all the way down on 0.2. And then go ahead and place a plastic block right here like so. After that, go ahead and place another plastic block on top of here. And we're just going to scale it up until 3 studs. So just scale up 1 time on the 1 scale. Then go ahead and go into 0.5. Scale in 1 time on every single side. Then we're going to go 0.2. Scale in 1 time from the front and then all the way to the back. And then scale 2 times on each side. 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. After that, go ahead and place a plastic block on top of here. Then scale it all the way down like so. We're going to put it our 0 scale like this. We're going to scale it all the way down like so. Place a block on top of that and we're just going to delete the bottom block like that. And then we're just going to scale this until 0.2. So set your scale to 0.2, scale all the way down. Now we're going to go ahead and get a wheel and make sure it's the wheel from the legacy card pack. Face it up like so. Place a plastic block on top of the wheel. Then delete the wheel and replace the wheel facing down from the top of the plastic block. So we're just going to place it right here like this. After that, go ahead and set your scale to 10 and we're just going to select this block right here and we're going to scale out 1 time over here and another time over here. Then just select this block, go into 0.5, scale in 1 time on each side and put your scale into 0.2 and scale in 1 time on each side again like so. So you should have 0.6, 0.2 and 22. After that, go ahead and place a plastic block on the side of this one like so. Set your scale to 0.5, then scale all the way in, and then scale up until this block. Then go ahead and place a block on top of it, scale down, and then just connect the 2 blocks like so. It doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be connected. Now just go ahead and place a plastic block on this block right here. Then set your scale to 0.5, scale in and scale in. Then just scale up until 10 studs, like so. So let me just go to 10. There we go. And now what you guys want to do is place a plastic block right here like this, so have it aligned with this other one. Then go ahead and scale up like so, and then after that scale in 1 time like this and make sure it's aligned with this other block, so have it until 10 studs, 10, 2 and 1. Then go ahead and get your servo and then just go ahead and tilt it like this. So let me just go like this and tilt it like so, and then just place it right here. Delete this plastic block and then we're just going to connect this plastic block right here like this. You guys just want to scale it up like so, and you guys should have something like this. After that, we're going to make a little triangle, so go ahead and come over here, put your rotate onto 45 degrees, rotate once like this, and then just rotate it so you have it oriented like this. Go ahead and place it. Set your scale to 0.5 and scale all the way up like this. Do the same thing again, rotate and tilt, and then go ahead and do it onto the other side. And now just select the block and scale out until 6 studs like this. Do the same for the other side, scale it out until 6 studs like this. Then go ahead and place a plastic block over here. Put your movement at 0.5. I'm going to place a plastic block on top of here like this. Scale down, and scale all the way in like this. Do the same over here, place it on this corner, and then scale, and scale in, and there we go. And you guys just want to leave a gap in the middle. So go ahead and scale until 3 studs. So 3 studs on each side. Then after that, we're just going to shorten everything. So go ahead and put your scale in 0.2. Scale all the way in. Scale all the way in. Do the same over here. Scale and scale. Then we're just going to scale up right here and up right here. And then we're just going to scale up over here and on this side too. And then you guys should have something like this. Now go ahead and move to the bottom of it, and we're just going to place a titanium block. Make sure it's in the middle of this block, so go ahead and get right here, go to the dot, and then place it right here. Scale into the other side like this, and then scale it until 4 studs deep, and then 8 studs on each side. So go ahead and put your scale onto 3, scale out, and scale out. Then we're gonna put a boat motor over here. You guys can use any boat motor. I'm gonna use the fast one. We're just gonna place it in the middle right here. Now after that, go ahead and get a plastic block, place it on the side right here, make sure it's in the middle like so, and then go ahead and set your scale to 58, and we're just gonna scale it all the way up like this. And then after that, go ahead and place a plastic block over here like that. Then go to the center of the helicopter, so this is the center, place the block over here, and we're just gonna put our scale onto 1. So now go ahead and go to the center of the helicopter over here. So I guess over here is the center, but it's a little off, so I'm gonna put my move on to 0.2, place it like so, right in the center. There we go. And we're just gonna scale all the way up and just align it with the block over there. So we're just gonna scale all the way up over here. So this is basically the center of the helicopter, so I'm just gonna scale it right here and here. So now we have this block, so all we have to do is just connect this block over here to this block. Now just scale 2 times on each side for this block like so. Then go ahead and get your balloons, and go ahead and get them, put your move onto 1, place 1 in on the left, in the middle, and the right. Go ahead and select this balloon, put your scale on 0.2 and scale up 1 time, so 1.2 studs. Over here do the same, and then for the center one, put your scale onto 0.42 and then scale up 1 time like so. Now we're just gonna go ahead and finish off the back of the hovercraft. Make sure your rotate is on 90 degrees. Place the block right here like so. Put your scale into 0.5, scale in 1 time and scale all the way in. Scale in 1 time on each side at 0.5, then go into 0.2 and scale in 1 time on each side again. Put your scale back onto 0.5 and scale up like so. And then just scale up until 4 studs. So let me go to 4 studs like this. Then go ahead and place a block right here like so. Put your scale onto 0. So we're just gonna go like this and go like that. Place another block over here. Delete this block right here to make a little tiny gap. Then go ahead and get a wheel. Make sure it's from the legacy car pack. Face it outwards like so. And then you can place another plastic block right here. Delete the wheel, and we're just gonna place the wheel back facing inside on this block like so. And then we just have to connect this back to the boat. So go ahead and get another plastic block, and we're just gonna go right here under, and make sure your scale is at 0.5. Scale it and scale it. And over here we're just gonna scale it right here, and then just make sure it's connected like so. It can be connected in any way, but just make sure it's connected to the right side of the boat like this. Go ahead and scale this block in with 0.2 scale like so. Place the block over here and scale all the way in with 0.2. Then you guys just want to set it up to 0.5. Scale in on each side 1 time. Put it on 0.2 and scale in 2 times on each side. 1, 2, and 1, 2. And there we go. So you guys should have this. Make sure there's a gap right in between here, and make sure it's connected to this block. Just go ahead and put your scale onto 1. Scale down 1 time and scale up 1 time like this. Now just go ahead and get your car seat, and we're just going to place it right in the center of this. But before that, go ahead and get a switch. Place it in the corner like so it just binds to everything. Then go ahead and get your car seat, place it in the middle like this. Make sure it's not connected to anything, so right here it's connected to the servo. So I'm going to just debind it like this with the binding tool. Then go ahead and get your switch, and then place a switch on the side right here. And I'm just going to debind it from this servo since it's connected to it. So just debind it from whatever it connects to, and then place a switch on the bottom. I'm going to debind this like that. And then for this bottom switch, what you guys want to do is connect this servo to it like so. And then just connect this wheel like this. And then go ahead and select this wheel on the top right here and connect it to this switch over here. And also select this servo right in the center and connect it to this switch right here. Then select this servo right here, connect it to the car seat. For left, put W, and for backwards, put S. And if you're on mobile, just don't bind it to the car seat. And then for this servo over here, bind it like this. Left as A and right as D. Now after this, go ahead and select all with your screwdriver tool and go ahead and turn off collision. Then go ahead and select this block right here and then turn on collision, and this side over here and turn on collision. After this, we're going to make a little minor adjustment. We're going to scale this 1 time in like skinnier like that. And we're actually going to connect it with a plastic block over here. I'm going to connect it like so. There we go. So just make this one skinnier, and also on the top, connect it over here like so. And there we go. Now go ahead and select this bottom servo right here, turn on reverse rotation, and put your servo angle to 90 degrees. Now just go ahead and bind your motor to your car seat like this, forward as W, right as D, left as A, and backwards as S. On mobile you wouldn't be having to do this, but just do it if you're on PC. Now just for the balloons, go ahead and select these two balloons on the corners, and select this block right here, and just bind it like so. Now select the middle balloon and select this switch over here and bind it like so. And now what you want to do is go ahead and select this servo right here with the screwdriver tool, and also this servo over here, or you guys can do it individually, and put the servo angle onto 20 degrees. And now we're just going to select things as invisible. So basically we're going to select this bottom block and the motor, and also these blocks over here. Just select anything that's not part of the actual helicopter and put transparency on 100%, like so. So I'm just going to keep on selecting all of this. I'm going to select this over here, and then these balloons. We're just going to put transparency to 100%. And I'm just going to get this block and this little clutter stuff with all these servos and everything in here. We're just going to turn everything transparency 100%. And there we go. So now we have our build. Now just go ahead and save it. And you guys are basically done with the whole thing. So to actually use it, make sure it's actually saved before you actually use it. Select all with the screwdriver tool and unanchor it. So to start it up, go ahead and click this switch right here, and it basically just starts it up. Then go ahead and click this switch if you guys want to switch into helicopter mode and boat mode. So as you guys can see, you guys can go ahead and go into boat mode like so. And you guys can basically just fly over the whole entire map and go to people's spots and such. So anyways, that's all for today's video. If you watched to the end, please leave a like and subscribe. It'd really mean a lot to me. So anyways, I'll see you later. Peace.